Alright, so the project we're looking at here is a coffee table that I made for a family member. They wanted the coffee table to look like a big block of wood. And so the solution that we came up with was using a veneer to create that look of a big solid block of wood. And so what I'm doing now is I'm ripping down the 4x8 sheet of 3/4 inch MDF. And I have a vacuum system, not a whole complete one for the shop, but I've got a vacuum system. I didn't use it for that cut. Don't ask me why, don't remember. I recorded this actually back in December. And so here I'm doing a cross cut, just cutting everything in length right now. Right now I am just double checking, make sure everything is cut to the proper length. And then, so coming up, you're gonna see that I've already kind of assembled the interior structure of the cabinet or the coffee table, which is right here. I didn't record this, sorry about that, but all I did was rip down more sheets, more pieces that would fit right where I needed it to fit to give me nice, adequate structural strength. And so I just put the top of the coffee table on, and now I'm just getting my line up in the corner really tight. And once that one's secure, I get the short side secure, because getting the short side secure allows you more wiggle room for the long side if you need to make any adjustments. So I secure the short side of my box, and then now I can make sure I'm square on the other end and start securing with some more brad nails. Boom, 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 speed it up, speed it up. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and then so right now I'm just connecting my lines from one end to the other so that I know where to secure my nails into the interior framing structure. So bam, 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 bam. You know, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And then, so this is the top. Now I have to attach the bottom. But before doing that, I need to clean off my edges. So I'm just using a flush trim router. I'm using a palm router. It does the job, but you know, using a larger router would have made it a little cleaner. So here I'm securing the bottom of the coffee table, and the reason I'm standing on it is because that wood actually had a little bow in it, and then so I'm just using my body weight to apply the pressure so I can secure the nails into the framing structure inside the box. And here I'm just using a straight piece of wood, MDF, to make sure that we're flush and square across the top. And then so here I'm cutting down the strips of veneer, spalted maple veneer, that I'm going to be applying to all surfaces of the coffee table. And so I'm just cutting them slightly larger than I need so that I can go ahead and give them a nice clean trim with the router. So here I'm applying some contact cement to the side. You apply contact cement to the surface you are adhering to and the surface that you are adhering. So I laid down some sticks to make sure that I had some room to lay it down without getting it stuck on accident. And I'm just applying some pressure using my palm router to trim the edges, cleaning up with some sandpaper, and now onto the sides. Same thing, apply some contact cement to your surface. Apply the contact cement already to my veneer, and laying it down, cleaning the edges, and then just repeat. Now I'm about to work on the top. Same process. Spread an adequate amount of contact cement on your surface. and let it get dry and tack. Let it get dry to touch, and then you're going to do the same for your veneer. Let it get dry to touch, and then once they're both dry to touch, that's when they are ready to adhere to each other. It's the magic of contact cement. And so here, same process, lay down my sticks, put my veneer on top, and then just kind of slowly work my way to the end of the piece. Once I got it secure, apply some pressure on top, trim my edges. And you know, I'd like to have had like maybe a pressure roller to help me really roll out the veneer, but I spent some extra time with making sure that I applied enough pressure with my my hands and using another tool. So here I'm applying dark stain. It's I think this is golden oak actually is the color of this, and it goes on really nice, really nice. I'm using a application pad that I got off of Amazon, I believe, and I've been using these for a while now. They hold a lot of stain, and it applies on really evenly. And so I move in circles just to be sure that I'm getting in between all little crevices, because although it is just a veneer, there are still many, many grains, like there's many divots, there's many little spaces within the grain that the stain can seep into. So if I only went one direction, I might be missing some spots. So I just make sure to go in circles to get it, to ensure that I'm really getting inside there. So same thing, rubbing the top, circular motion, not really going too heavy, don't need to with the stain. So once I get that all stained up, I'm just kind of going over the top again in case I maybe did miss any areas, but it looks pretty nice. And then so I'm just taking a rag here and wiping off any excess stain that may have not soaked into the veneer. And here again, just using a rag to wipe off any excess that may be sitting on the top. And what I didn't show in this video when I filmed this piece was me applying the finish. I did just use I sprayed on some polyacrylic, and it did really well. It turned out beautiful. Not quite sure how to end this, but I've attached some photos so you can see the final product with it in place. It turned out amazing. And this kind of is a DIY project, if you have access, because all you really need to do is get some MDF sheets, and anyone can grab those, and you can even probably have them cut down to size at Home Depot. If not, all you really need is like a skill saw or maybe even a jigsaw. But you just need some MDF, you need some veneer, and you just need some contact cement and access to a nail gun, or you could really even use screws if you chose to. All the holes will be hidden. And so this project was a good time. But I did make a base for it that I haven't shown you, and that's just pretty straightforward, but I'll be sure to throw that in here. All right.